Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
Should we get this rolling?
Oh, it's rolling. We're recording.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they got all of that.
Oh.
Yeah. I like to just sneak over and hit record whatever.
I could tell you were already recording by the way you were talking.
Oh, really? Do I shift into my Bill Ellis persona?
Yeah.
Do I?
The way you were like, I'm up on this mic.
D'Artagnan.
What's up, two? What's going on, two?
I love me some Bill Ellis.
Aaron Michael. I mean, I don't have anything with Beth and Bill, but yeah,
we need to
Aaron.
get him on at some point too. Aaron Michael.
Aaron would be so much fun.
We put him on, and then we turn it into a Dallas Cowboys podcast just to piss him off.
Yeah. So, dude,
we only talk about the Cowboys.
Right. Did you hear about the Cowboys? Like, dude, they're so cool.
Aaron, you still with us? Aaron.
It
appears we've lost contact with Aaron Michael.
Lost
technical difficulties we're going to patch through here in just a second, and then
Dallas. When I lost when we got furloughed from iHeart, he was the only person. I texted him immediately and said, "Hey Aaron, dude, it's been a pleasure working with you and everything." Like sent this lead thing, and all he responded with was, "What the fuck?"
Oh, Aaron.
Yeah.
I guess it just took him by shock. I didn't think he was gonna lose the fucking small ass text that don't make anything. I fucking worked. I didn't up to that point. I hadn't worked there for a year and a half.
Yeah,
so I was just like, "What the fuck are they losing with me?" But hey, you know,
it happens.
Me and you were the only two tags. Elkie had quit.
Yeah, no, she hadn't quit at that point, did she?
Well, when we got the actual layoff.
Oh yeah, now the layoff. Yeah,
she dipped and went to trouble.
Yeah, she had already quit.
Right.
I thought you meant like going into the front. I was like, she was working the front desk. What do you mean she quit?
Yeah, no. After the layoff, before the layoff, she quit.
She dipped there. I don't blame her though. Like, I get it.
Front desk, easiest thing in the world, dude. It was like,
unless somebody breaks a chair and you get blamed for it.
Every single thing in that company, bro. What was her name?
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say for the sake of just posterity. I don't want to.
I went.
Okay, well, if you're watching, you know exactly who we're talking
Jake,
about.
You broke that chair.
Josh, go tell your slaves.
Oh my god!
I heard
Did you
that.
hear about that?
That's what she referred to us
Yeah.
as?
So we were. You know how
I was ready to get fired.
Yeah. So it's the 10th and 11th floor, and you go up the stairs. So for those of you that are watching or listening and don't know the way the iHeart building is laid out, you come in on the 10th floor through these double glass doors, and there's like a staircase to your left. You walk up these winding staircases, and it's almost like a balcony of the 11th floor.
Yep.
And Josh and I were standing up there, and our boss, Josh Hipp, he was down on the 10th floor in the lobby talking to this individual, and she goes, I don't remember what she needed done, but she goes, Josh, why don't you just have your little slaves do it?
Oh my god!
We had no idea we were up there.
And dude, it was not even the chair. It's like I guess I forgot what happened, but somehow a chair got broken. And I just remember I get an email from Josh, and Josh is like forwarded this to me, and then asked me about it, and then he texted me. Well, at first I opened it, or was it he that forwarded it, or you forwarded it?
I think I forwarded it.
And
to
then
you.
I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Because I read it and I was like, I was at my ultrasound. I was looking at my daughter.
Yeah, and she automatically, immediately thought it was me.
Immediately.
It's this.
Well, the same thing with the peppermints.
Yeah, the peppermints. Somebody
who shall not be named.
I don't know who.
Yeah.
But somebody's throwing peppermints, and there's like a little crack there. But we have, I'll say it's Carl. This dude would go in randomly. I'd be sitting at the front desk. Carl would come grab peppermints, and he would try to throw them through the cracks.
Yeah, and it was a game that we played.
Yeah, he would constantly do it. And
my first day, like not even my first day.
Yeah.
I went to schedule my interview with Josh, and me, you, and Josh spent the next 10 minutes throwing peppermints. I just met you guys, and you're like, "This is a little game we play," and I'm like, "Can I try?"
Yeah.
And y'all were like, "Okay, he's cool." But what we're talking about, this was the night of SmackDown.
Yep.
Yeah, you and
Jesse, Brandy, and David.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you guys came up there, and they apparently came down that next morning and then seen because it's dark when you guys were there. I'm sure you guys picked up, but you didn't see everything on the ground. And apparently there was a big mess on the ground, and immediately. Did Jake come in last night?
We got an email that our peppermints were taken away. we couldn't.
The peppermints got taken away,
and I got immediate blame for that.
Yeah, it was, and Jake threw all these peppermints and made a mess, and 2 people at iHeart had to clean it up. 2 salespeople.
I took full. I mean, I was heated. I called Josh immediately, and I was
I don't
like,
blame you.
It was so not a big deal. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they made it a big deal.
Right.
It was so not a big deal. Like, I don't even know that anybody thought twice about anything.
Nobody made a fuss when I put snow all over the ground with my Christmas decorations. When Aaron laid down and I poured snow with that slow-mo video of his.
Yeah.
It's just little flakes, giant flakes of glitter, just all over the floor. And I was like, cleaning crew will take care of it. Like,
Did I also tell you about the part where I had my feet up on the desk at the front desk?
yeah.
I told you about.
Well, you can
Oh.
tell it again because I know listeners haven't heard.
Dude, I mean, it's dead. We're closing in 5 minutes or
Yeah.
something, and I've been there all day. I think it was the day that Josh asked me to just come in. He asked me to just take care of the front desk, and you know how it is. You sit at that front desk, especially like you have editing and stuff. You can do up there. You have all. But for me, I had nothing. Like, I had nothing to do. Like, I would watch YouTube videos and stuff, and it would literally you answer a few phone calls about. And the same person, random woman would call every day and just.
Oh my I have stories about that.
The voicemails.
Yes.
But I decided.
You mean come up here and tipping and.
This is Mary Lawrence McQuarrie, Houston, Tip and Kelly, and it's like
Yeah, this is for
my God.
Charlie Munson and Aaron Tippin.
it was bad.
It was bad.
Hey, you
Every
know
day.
what you could have done at the front desk though? You could have watched this intro.
Hey.
I got it. It faded out. It did it.
You did.
Yeah.
Salutations, good people. Welcome to the CS Podcast, where we create stuff, or if you're Trey.
Create shit.
And today, we've got our hands absolutely full with our very first guest.
Yep. Oh, I need a clap track. I'll have one in post.
What do I need to do? Like do a
Call it
bow or whatever?
fan-
You just
Fair.
whip it out and just
Got a coffee right here. I don't know if that would be.
spills. That's why
I ruined this
it's-
first guest. I ruined the setup immediately. I've already kicked this table
You've already
like 4 times.
keep flipping the lights on. I keep catching it out of the corner of my eye. They'll turn off and turn back on.
He's magic. Anyways,
Christmas lights.
Yeah, well, magic at Christmas.
it's here year round. We're always filled with peppermints and sugar plum fairies dancing in our heads.
Yeah. So we can continue that story. I just felt like that was a really great segue into hitting the intro. I was like, we need to hit it at some point. So I figured
Hit it,
just,
you did.
we just hit it. Yeah.
The feet on the desk.
Yeah.
You could say you hit and run.
Oh, hey. I know about that.
I do know that joke actually. I was
yeah.
just told about that.
Gotta talk about that.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
little bit if you want. Anyways, so our featured content creator of the week is here in person,
Yeah.
and it is none other than his, well, we'll go by his shoot name first, Jacob Alexander. But this man has been on the indie scene now for roughly
2 years?
2 years, 3 years,
2.5, 3 years. Yeah.
right? And had the pleasure of working with him as he was training. So it is awesome to see him tearing up the upstate of South Carolina, tearing up North Carolina.
It's like a
tearing
little
up
flower
Georgia.
that like bloomed. You got to watch it bloom. You nurtured it. You took care of it. You watered it. You threw it down in a ring and stepped on it.
I mean, he fed himself. Like I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't cook his meals, but anyways,
He's being generous. He taught me a lot in this, whether he knows it or not. A lot of them are just funny stories, but it just opened my eyes immediately of how to take in the whole business. So yeah, it was the nights of hanging out on the couch with other fellow trainees, if you would. Yeah, that was he's being generous there. But hey, man, yeah, South. I call myself, Oh, you crying?
no,
I
I got energy drink in my eye.
I got skedaddle in my eye.
Skedaddle in,
is this a Bane promo?
I got skedaddle in my eye.
Is it radical?
Soups.
Yeah, one big thing I've said, man. I said 2.5, 3 years, but it feels weird because I was wondering if I counted or not, but pretty much a year of that has been absolutely nothing because of the pandemic.
Well,
so,
yeah.
but I mean,
sure.
it still counts in my tenure. So yeah, I take it. Yeah, I'm 2.5, 3 years in, even though that means only like a year and a half, 2 years of actual in ring work, really. But yeah, you said in South Carolina, the Carolinas and stuff. But yeah, I take very good pride in. I've wrestled in 9 states so far.
9.
So yeah,
I did not realize that.
I didn't
so
either.
I'm trying to That's my goal. Is my one goal is to try to wrestle as many states as I possibly can. So
where have you wrestled so far? Minus obviously South Carolina and.
So pretty much all up and down the East Coast. I wrestled in. I'm trying. It's both Carolinas are my sweet spot. That in Georgia, they're just very easy to get in the car and drive. I mean, you still can get up there in North Carolina and drive 6 hours and not even realize it. But going up to like in the West Virginia area, I've wrestled in Tennessee numerous times. I've wrestled in Florida twice.
Oh, wow.
So I mean, there's some states. I've wrestled in Alabama, and you're supposed to have a license there, so don't get on to me. But I didn't know that until after the fact. But I did wrestle there. But yeah, I mean, to be honest with you though, I've soon realized the Carolinas, man, Carolinas and Georgia, like I'm a big. And when I first got into this, it was like I would wrestle anywhere they set up a ring.
Yeah,
it's more or less of what's quality shows.
You can be a little pickier now.
Exactly.
Well, you've got experience under your belt now. You've earned the right to be picky.
Right. Yeah, and it just comes with you know, as you know, we don't make a lot of money doing what we do, being on the independent scene.
Not at this level.
No.
It's kind of like the starving artist phase of, like, if you're in a band, you get paid next to nothing. And
peanuts.
And once you start opening for bigger names, you get paid more. Pro wrestling's a lot like that scenario.
Trey, there's a saying: you go and you drive 8 hours for a hot dog and a handshake, and that has happened to me numerous times.
I'd rather a hot dog and a hand job, but I'll take a handshake, I guess.
I don't know, man. You should see.
Or give a hot dog a hand job.
You should see some of these creepy people, man. I was actually here recently. I went and got somewhere, and fortunately, I did get paid for it. But I had someone bring me. I was catering. They brought me a hot dog, and man, I don't know if that was chili on that hot dog, but I was hungry because I was told my match was going to go on at, 5:30 is when I was told, rough estimate, because I drove 3 hours to this venue, and my match didn't go on until about 9 o'clock. So,
oh my God!
The show started at what time?
The show started at 5.
Oh, and you went on at 9?
9.
The show should have been over an hour and a half before you went on.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, we didn't get home that night till it was late because it was insane. I might have been over pushing it, might have been like 8, but still, I mean, I looked at the card, man, and I was match 9 on that card, so.
Goodness gracious. Match 9.
How many do you typically have?
So 3 count normally doesn't go over 6.
Really?
Or 7.
Yeah.
And were you the main event?
No.
So you were match 9 and you weren't the last.
Nope, I was not.
Oh.
What? No, I was semi-main, if that's what we call it.
Okay.
But yeah, I was the semi-main for that whopping 15.
I can still hear the fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had 15 people out there, and 8 of those 15 were for one family. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The things you see in pro wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, like, oh my gosh. When you see somebody on WWE or whatever it is you watch, you see somebody who you may like, you may not like, whatever, and you watch them, and a lot of fans, not knowing, but a lot of times performers in the ring that you see on TV get taken for granted because of years of things like this, years of driving 3 hours, and literally your compensation, he's not exaggerating, a hot dog and a thanks for coming, brother.
Yeah.
To perform in front of, and it's not his fault the crowd didn't show up.
Exactly.
If he wasn't marketed well, if the show wasn't marketed well, you might get a turnout of 15 people. Now you live and you learn, you get that experience, and then you just don't ever go back.
Yeah. And
you move on to the next town, the next show. But when you see a guy like somebody who's
Adam Cole,
you don't see the years of having to do this. So when somebody gets a push, as we call it in the business, and they get more TV time, it's, oh, he didn't deserve that. Why is he in that spot? It's, you don't know the hours and the actual agony this man put in.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Adam Cole has one of my favorite stories, though. I actually listened to him recently tell the story, and it was, Adam Cole, he's the biggest thing going probably in the WWE right now. He's on NXT. It's a different brand, and he has just completely taken over. But when he was on the independent scene, he said he was telling one of his everybody was asking, now he's wrestling at NXT takeovers, where there's tens of thousands of people at the venue. And they're like, so are you, what's the smallest crowd you ever worked in front of? He was like, my favorite thing ever is he went and wrestled at a show, and 4 people showed up for this show, and
Oh,
it was
wow.
a family of 4. And at the family of 4, everybody was quiet except for the dad. The dad was in overalls, shirtless over the overalls, had a red hat on backwards, and the whole time was just going, "Get him, get him!" And he was just—that's all he was doing. The whole rest of the family was just quiet, and I listened to that, and that literally describes pro wrestling. Like that is it.
That's incredible.
So my smallest crowd was a family of 3, and it was Ace Armstrong, his brother, and Tim Smith. And the main event was me and Thomas Simpson. Thomas Simpson and I.
Mm-hmm.
I fixed it, Grandma. She's up in the attic right now.
She's sitting on top of my roof on a rocking chair. Get him!
Get him! Get him! Mommy Joe did not sound like that.
Oh, okay, sorry.
How long did that one go on?
Well,
And who went over?
I honestly don't remember who won. It was a hardcore match.
Of course it was.
Yeah. I got hit with a kendo stick. An actual kendo stick.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd like to see that now.
Ugh.
What was your payoff for that one?
I paid $25. I got trained. Our trainer, Brody, if you're watching, Brody, hey, I love you, man. You taught me a lot, but you had a weird thing going on. $25. We trained for like 3 hours, and then we would have AWC, Amateur Wrestling Council, and it was a show that you could pay $3 if you wanted to for a ticket, or you just walked in and watched it.
Oh.
It was like this extra. It was something for the trainees to put on, and anybody who wanted to come watch could.
Wait, Ace didn't pay?
Ace was in the crowd. He had never stepped foot in a ring at this point.
Oh, sorry. You paid. I thought you meant like you could pay $3 and you could get into this show. Like that was the admission.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
So
you
you
had the option to pay or not pay.
and so
correct.
Ace just didn't pay.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if
Oh,
they
okay.
paid
I
or
was
not.
just curious.
Not sure.
So that could have been $9 towards.
Yeah. So, well, it doesn't. Whatever they pay doesn't go towards like
Oh, okay.
me
Gotcha.
or anything.
Never mind.
I paid my $25 to be trained for 3 hours, and
Gotcha.
and then I put on a show, and I don't get paid for the show.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
my payoff was paying $25.
Oh man.
Pro wrestling, and I've never heard of a setup like mine or a situation like mine ever since.
I've never heard anything like that. Is completely new to me.
I know, because it doesn't exist. It's not a thing. You don't train your trainees,
Yeah.
and then 3 hours later, them not being ready and go have a show.
You just fight.
Yeah, have whatever, do whatever you want. There were nights where it was me, Ace, and Ace, his brother, and I. Colin Knox, or CJ is his shoot name.
Yeah.
The 3 of us, I would wrestle Ace, and then Ace would wrestle CJ, and then I might wrestle the winner out of those 2 or something.
Okay.
Or we would have a triple threat match at the end of the night.
Did the crowds get any bigger?
I mean,
Well, no. Ace was in the ring. It got smaller.
it got smaller. Yeah. So sometimes they were decent. Sometimes you might have 20 people.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might have 3 was the least.
Okay. That's not. Oh, it is. But
There was a night or 2 where we just trained for the next 2 hours because nobody showed up.
yeah.
But then Saturday nights was the actual show. So Xavier Woods was a part of WWC, World Wrestling Council. World.
At least it wasn't the World Wrestling Confederation.
That's what I thought you were going to say. Confederation. It's like, wow. It's now a Glencoe fireplace.
I think Ace has actually told me about it. It's a place in Greenville that turned into a fireplace shop. Mm-hmm. That's so funny.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Wait.
hilarious.
I think I passed by there. Where is that?
What's the main highway? Running through Easley.
Oh, 123.
Yeah, 123.
Highway 123.
I may have. Well, I'm sure I did go into remotes. And
Oh
stuff,
no,
but
you
that
would have.
sounds
It's near the Speedway.
okay.
It's-
Yeah, that
it's-
sounds
Oh,
familiar.
Greenville Pickens?
Greenville Pickens, yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the vicinity,
That's
like really
funny.
close.
Man, the fair's there.
I had to do one of those with Margo.
Did you
one time.
say?
Just
Did
me
you
and
say
Margo.
affairs?
The fairs at
The affairs.
Greenville,
I can elaborate.
all the affairs there. They all go down at the old Greenville Pickens.
Man, I do not trust a fair. I have serious fear of like Ferris wheels and stuff, especially at fairs.
Oh, dude, I don't blame you.
Oh man,
That shit's rickety as fuck.
when you said Greenville Pickens, that was the first thing I thought of was the sketchy fairs that they have, and me wasting $170 trying to win those stupid games for a teddy bear that I could go online and buy for $5.
$5.
But yeah,
But it's the experience. You should know this. It's the experience, Jake.
Yeah, I knew it was messed up when I couldn't throw a baseball more than 52 miles an hour when that machine said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, something's off. But of course, I was trying to show off on the girl in front of me, but yeah, nope.
You could have just gave her the money.
Yeah, I'm sure she would like.
She wanted a bear. She really wanted one, and I thought I could win it. But
you spent how much?
170.
So you could have given her 165 and then bought the bear for 5.
And
then she'd been really happy.
Oh well, I think some of that.
Or if her name was Sam, you could have just given her a Kodiak and she'd have been happy.
Yeah, I think.
Or Peach.
I was gonna say the Peach. I think she'd prefer the Peach.
Oh, okay, yeah.
By the way, he had a message he wanted me to deliver to you guys earlier. I don't remember the exact terminology, but when I told him I was coming here, he
PJ Ellis?
Yeah, he was very disgruntled about it.
Well, I've only got 3 mics. Like, I'm just scheduled how I can.
Oh, I just told him he wasn't invited. Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah,
that's on you.
Yeah.
No, I came. That came from the source. So.
I was gonna say, Peach, if you're listening, you're probably not, but
yeah.
you weren't invited.
We'll have to send him this clip for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rawr.
Rawr.
So anyways, so we're tried to win her a bear. Kodiak. So we're here with Jacob Alexander, a.k.a. we're going to go ahead and promote him.
Yeah.
Jake Jacobs. You can find Jake Jacobs on Facebook.
Yeah, where can they find you?
So on Facebook, if you type in Jake Jacobs Pro, or if you literally type in Jake Jacobs, I think I pretty much own that name on Facebook now. It's
nice.
I'm pretty much the top search. Knock on wood, hopefully that won't get taken from me. But and then social media or Instagram, it's the one I'm most active on. It's at the Jake Jacobs. I'm still trying to get more involved on the whole Twitter thing, but Instagram it's very easy. That's what I grew up on, so I'm very, very active on that. That's where I promote mainly.
He could be our social media manager.
Yeah?
I suck at the social medias.
Nah. I'm getting more involved.
Yeah.
I'm doing a little more.
Yeah, it's literally, I've learned it's literally just staying active, posting at least a story a day, trying to get a post in. If you can't get one in every week, try to get one every 2 weeks. But you say that I've been posting like once a month now. But yeah, you want to try
to your posts are only a week or two, but it's your story.
Oh, story I stay. I
was thinking about that. I've never... Okay, continue talking.
Yeah, my story is where I keep... I get a lot of stuff I don't feel like maybe would... And I hate to say this, but it's like a lot of stuff based off popularity is straight likes. So if I have something that I don't feel like we get a lot of likes on what I'm posting, I'll just post it straight to my story. So that way, people can still see exactly what I'm doing. So example, like my shows and stuff, if I post a wrestling photo of me, I have people that I, grew up with, went to high school with, that's what, half of my followers there from that. And not to say that they don't care about what I'm doing, but I mean, to be honest with you, half of the girls that I went to high school with who are doing hair, I really don't necessarily care when they post about their hair, so I get why they wouldn't care about what I'm doing wrestling-wise, so I know that won't get likes, and so I will literally post that on my story just so people who do care can interact with it and just see it versus they can just click through. So that way it makes it look like I'm still staying relevant. It's honestly, it's just a viewpoint on it, and if it's something that I want to push through, Instagram has a great thing where you can, use since I'm actually listed as an athlete on there, I can promote ads, do stuff like that to get the viewership a little bit better, and it's actually not bad at all. So that's the best success I've seen so far.
Okay.
After everybody that's seen me, they see me on my Instagram more than my Facebook, which is crazy because I've hit my limit of 5,000 on Facebook. So
we may have to move and do a lot more on Instagram.
Yeah. So that's enlightening for us as creators, content creators of the podcast.
Yeah.
So we have you here today to talk about your craft.
Yeah.
Like what makes up, as you would call it, the Jake Jacobs experience.
Yep.
That name itself, your creation, a part of your character, your gimmick, just your character development overall, and that's what we wanted to talk to you about today, and just see what that looks like, how that comes to be, like what goes through your head, and what was the thought process leading up to what is Jake Jacobs? So if you don't mind elaborating on your creation.
Of course. Well, really, it's really hard to tell that story without starting back of how I sort of broke into this business. Basically, I really fell in love with pro wrestling. For those, if you don't know exactly what I do with the independent wrestling, is you have like the pro side of things. Like basically everybody knows what the WWE is. I do that on a much smaller scale at the moment. The goal is obviously to get to that point, but I fell in love with it. I got into a car accident when I was 15. And when I was in the hospital, I was there for a long time, man. And I just remember being so freaking lonely inside there. And yeah, I just remember time was passing by so slow. I was in the kids' hospital and everything, and once I got out, I was actually introduced to wrestling through Jacob Ellison or PJ Ellison. He showed me and everything, and after a short time after I watched that, man, I watched this video of, I don't remember a whole lot of people. I remember like Miz was on there and stuff, but it was mainly John Cena doing these Make-A-Wishes, going into children's hospitals and basically uplifting their day. I already fell in love with pro wrestling as is. Watching it, he turned on a match. I fell in love then. But when I started watching this, I was like, man, how cool would it be just to be on a relevance level to where if I went in and if I was able to make a kid's day like John Cena did, that would just be cool to be able to say I can help, and that would not sound selfish, but I didn't care who it was when I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
Somebody come help me get through this hour that I'm about to spend, or this whole day I got to sit in this, because I was just in a leg brace. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do anything. I was stationary. So if there is, and that's honestly my biggest goal is, or it's not even goal. I've actually been able to already live that of kids come up to me and stuff. So that's already like super cool. That's the whole reason I broke into the business.
It's so incredible to hear that story, and then like to see to know your persona as Jake Jacobs. It's ironic in a way, but it's beautiful. Like, that's such a good story.
So it'll sort of reflect on, we have what we call in the wrestling business a face and a heel.
Mm-hmm.
Good guy, bad guy.
Yep, yeah. Good face is a good guy. Heel's a bad guy. And my face is basically just me, but turned up to 1,000. So if I can look at, like, I'm so passionate about the people in the audience, because I know without them, like, we're nothing. Like, I just thought about being in a crowd with nobody there.
Yeah.
Those bumps that you take, everything you do, it's not nowhere near as fun, man.
It hurts a lot more the less people that are there. The adrenaline levels are way lower.
And whether people don't think at the time or not, because you have the adrenaline running, dude, I care about like just the whole audience out there. So like having and seeing all the little kids and stuff, like I already care about them enough, but I want to turn that up, and I want to just show them, like, that's my best way of saying it. I turn it up to 1,000.
Yeah.
Now on the heel side is probably what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's your job to ruin their freaking day.
I literally look at the guys, and what I do is, man, I did this to come up with my character. I went downtown Greenville. I sat up in one of these like chairs, and I was just I was people watching. And there was one guy, man, in particular. He had bleach blonde hair. He stayed in one spot, and he was there picking up girls, and he was so, like, he was just, you would go talk to him, he was rude, and you just looked at this guy, you're like, man, I hate this guy, like, I can't stand him.
So you're in downtown Greenville, just watching.
Oh yeah, because I had no idea of what I wanted to do. When you break this business, you learn how to wrestle, you learn how to do all the moves. That's honestly the easy part. I come from a semi-athletic background, playing football, basketball, playing high school sports. And,
semi-athletic.
Well, like playing sports growing up. So like the wrestling part was easy. It was the showmanship, finding your character. That was what was the hard part coming in. Mm-hmm. So trying to figure out what am I going to do, and when you break in the business, you have very little access of what your future is going to hold. You have a promoter that invites you to your show. It was actually my trainer, you and Ace at the time, and you basically gave me a direction of what I was going, whether it's going to be a good guy or bad guy, and sort of what was needed to be told. But you got to come up with a character in order to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had no idea what to do. I was watching movies and stuff, but everything seems very I couldn't do it and make it seem genuine.
Yeah.
So what I did is I went people watched, and when I seen this guy, I literally it was the same thing as I was just like, man, what a douchebag this guy is.
Yeah.
And then I realized how mad it made me just looking at this guy. He had super. I'm not saying anything. I'm wearing skinny jeans now, but he had some really tight pants on.
Yeah.
I call 3 of us are in fairly tight pants right now.
Yeah. And he just had. He had blonde hair, man, and like I said, literally every girl he would come up, he would act like he's not doing it. He would just come up and like try to talk, but he would always like, I don't bring this mic here, but he would like touch their back and everything, and he would he was just a creep.
Yeah.
And he was, you could tell like he did not want to talk to anybody else. He was like, he just wanted to be the center of attention, and it was annoying. I didn't even talk to the guy. Like it was just, he was annoying. And that, man, that's that. As soon as after I like walked away and everything, I started like looking though. I was like, you know what? That's it.
It's crazy how well you captured that and encompassed it and made it your character. Because everything that you're describing, minus like the touching the girls and stuff like that, is spot on. Yeah. Like in my head, I just had you in downtown Greenville.
I was going to say,
posted up.
What he didn't tell you was there was a giant wall in this place with a mirror. He was watching himself.
He's posted up and he's like, look at that douchebag.
Look at that douche.
I failed to mention it. We went to a club that night, or it was, I forget the name of it. But we went on the club, and because I was. Let's be honest, I was sort of following him. Like, we had some friends with me. I was just like, and also at the time too, I was very skeptical. I was like, this dude is gonna we gotta watch what this dude does, because he might just freaking take a girl or something. Like, he's a creep. We went up to the club though, and he was up there, man. And he was
he was in your group?
No. They were
following him.
Yeah, we were already drinking. We already kind of had a few that night, so we were just sort of looking.
Y'all were like people watching. In following him,
and now he's stalking him.
Yeah.
So you took people watching to the next level,
right?
Yeah.
Well, I was with a group of people. We were casually drinking outside in like the next to Sip in Easley, if you know that, or in Greenville. There's Sip.
Sure.
It's right next to Cantina.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were sort of out there casually drinking, whatever, and that's where we noticed him, and they're sort of drinking, but I'm just watching this guy, and we're sort of watching whatever, and then we decide we want to go to the club. He's going there anyways, and. Man, I just remember him like up there dancing and moving his hips in a weird way, and he kept doing this with his hair. He kept going like this here.
You stole your whole gimmick.
I was gonna say that's 90% of what you do is run your fingers through your hair.
Well, I run my fingers through my hair and I do that, but yeah, like the hip, like I genuinely just, and that was where I was just watching this guy, but like so the way I do it is over exaggerated.
Yeah.
He was like sort of like doing this, like sort of, I can't even do it because like he was just doing that, but everything he did, like he was always, his hair was like falling in his face, so he was just always pushing his hair up.
Yeah.
To get to the next level. I put my hair in my head, and you know what's more douchey than just flick it at somebody?
Yeah.
Get my hair soaking wet and do that.
Yeah.
This guy was like, how guys grind on girls, they smooth their hips a little bit, so I'm gonna move my hips like 1,000 times, so like just do that.
Yeah, you can stand up and demonstrate if you'd like.
Honestly, Josh does it way better than me.
Oh, does he?
Josh has a dance called the Well.
Oh, hey, we've talked about that.
The well.
Yeah, we've talked about the Well.
Oh my god, it's the best dance ever.
It is.
Yeah.
We broke down the Well. I said how I did the Well on the news that morning.
Yeah.
He was a witness. He can tell you that.
Was that episode 4? I think episode 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Yeah.
I had the bleach blonde hair in that news episode. Yeah, we
really?
gotta find that. Yeah.
I need to in post right here put a picture of you with your bleach blonde hair so people can get a full.
Please don't do that.
Please don't.
No.
Okay.
We totally won't.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
That's gonna be fun.
It's the dark side. I will say, people I don't know if I take this as a compliment. Yeah, it's a compliment because I know how bad the blonde hair was. People will see me now and they're like, "Man, what a glow up you've had, dude! It was so bad."
What a glow up you've had. So I wasn't trying to glow up.
I'm so used to I met you with blonde hair,
right?
So like that's Jake. To me, Jake is just with blonde hair.
Yeah. Oh man, it was so. I remember the first time I got it done. The first time I got the blonde hair done, I wanted to. Man, it's so embarrassing. I can't believe I'm saying that. I showed a picture of Justin Bieber, and he had brown hair with blonde highlights, but most of his hair was blonde.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to look like this.
Hey,
embracing my gimmick. You got to do it. If you, my thing was.
I never did.
Yeah,
brown hair with blonde highlights.
Yeah.
You just didn't have the right gimmick.
No, I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah,
wait, that's
yes,
right. Was it In Style?
It was before In Style.
Oh, it was before In Style?
I was literally 16 years old.
Oh, man.
Oh, I did that in 5th grade.
Yeah, I did it when I was 21.
I'll never forget in Hendersonville, a fan shouted. The first time I was ever in Hendersonville, North Carolina, wrestling at HVW for Old Viper, I hear a crowd member go, "Hey, Josh, does your mom know you're here?" And my witty little 16-year-old self turned and said, "Yeah, she drove me." Like, duh. So
it's a good comeback, though.
I'm to be a heel.
Oh,
I feel like, that
was fan. And you're talking about HVW. It's actually, that's so funny and coincidental you said that. They just messaged me this morning. That's when I was talking about quality shows, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're incredible.
Gary?
Yeah, Gary's
Viper?
Yeah, dude. It's top 2, 3 favorite shows to go to venues. It's, you want to see a quality show?
Yeah.
Yeah, check that out. 3 Count's one of them. But yeah, HVW, man, it's when, it's, you can just tell when someone is investing in their own product. And that's just where I want to be. Yeah, it's incredible.
They've been around for a while.
Yeah, I know they went away or whatever for a minute.
A long time, yeah.
And
I didn't know they were thriving.
Oh man, well, see, since this is gonna be in June, they're having a show. And it's their first show back since COVID.
Okay,
nice.
So
interesting.
Yeah, it's.
High velocity wrestling.
High velocity wrestling.
Nice.
They run out of Fletcher, North Carolina, right outside of Asheville.
Yeah.
And it's my favorite. Go up there and I'm bougie, as you know, man. I like to go stay in a hotel or something now. I've gotten to where I like to do that. If it's anything, especially in Asheville, man, there's so much to do. I'll literally drive up there on Friday night, stay the night, have all day Saturday to go explore, do that.
And see,
that sounds pretty great.
That's one reason I kind of want to get back on the road and start wrestling a little more, like outside of 3 Count Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
Because I've got the money now that if I just not. Like, I'm not going to wrestle to make a profit right now. So I've got the money to be able to stay in a hotel just for, the convenience of it and feel like a rock star.
I've never technically made money off wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, when I say that is I get paid to go places.
Yeah.
But Kyle Hyatt, Austin Jordan, actually, he's the one that shared this with me.
We got to have him.
We do. Yeah,
he's the one that shared this with me right off the bat. Let wrestling take care of wrestling. So, as you know, money, mainly, most of the time, when you're going somewhere to wrestle, you're not making a whole lot because 90% of that's going to cover your payoff. When you get paid to go there, it's going to be for gas and maybe a couple meals or whatever, depending on how long you're there.
Yeah.
And maybe just a little bit extra money after that. Mm-hmm. Not a lot. The money mainly everybody makes, merchandise. But to be honest with you, other than buying my first set of gear, my first set of merchandise, my couple shirts, I have not put any more money into wrestling. All my payoffs I've gotten, all my sales off merchandise, which I'm thankful for my dad, he helps me run that. Mm-hmm. It goes straight back. We have a little bank we put it in. If I need new gear, I pull it out of the wrestling bag. If I need new merchandise, so if we saw a certain shirt, so we pull it straight out of there. So I'm letting wrestling pay for wrestling. So like when I go places, like when I'm going to Asheville to go stay in a hotel, that's just coming out of the pocket. I work on my 9-to-5 regular job because I have a goal of making it to a next level. So I just have to let wrestling pay for wrestling, and then if I want to go explore Asheville, I just have to pay that out of my pocket. Sure. So that's where that's where people don't understand, man. Is we don't. You don't do this for the money. Right. I mean, once you get moved up and you go somewhere and you actually sign a contract, then you have the potential to make money. Yeah, I don't see. I give kudos to these guys, man, who are on the independent scene that I don't have a 9-to-5 job, and they're able to go wrestle, 4 or 5 times a week. Obviously with the COVID, that sort of shut things down, but I give kudos to those guys that were traveling the road.
Yeah, if you can make some kind of a part-time living or full-time living on pro wrestling and you're on the indies, there's a solid chance you're living out of your car and you're just driving, but you're living your dream. Yep. And you're like, if that's your thing, you don't have family responsibilities. That's pretty. That's kind of exciting. Like some of the guys, they're just living the dream.
Yeah,
traveling and doing that.
Dude, there was
traveling circus.
It's like a fantasy of mine, man, where I've seen where someone didn't do it for wrestling, someone did it for another hobby. I think it was like art or something. I was like, man, this is like the perfect thing for wrestling. People are doing these school bus conversions, like the sprinter vans and stuff.
Yes.
Dude, people are turning these things in. I was like, that's the perfect thing for a pro wrestler. Get a sprinter van. You have laundry mats you can go to, and that was the thing where they did is you can install a shower on a bus or whatever, but people are paying like the $20 a month for like a Planet Fitness membership.
Yeah.
Pay $20, you have access to a shower. You can work out.
And
The black card.
Yeah. And you can,
Dude.
you can go anywhere.
I didn't even think about that.
And it's like the best. Like, and it costs like, I mean, I know it's not cheap by no means, but it costs you like 25, 30 grand to get like a small bus and like.
Well, and you know how they have like the race car beds? You could have like in the back of your bus, it'd be like a wrestling ring that you sleep in, like a little ring. You could step into the ropes and into your bed, and you wouldn't have to worry about falling out.
Yeah, I roll in my sleep, so that's good.
Yeah, so you wouldn't roll out. You hit the turnbuckle with the ropes, and you're good.
Instead of getting out of bed in the morning, you just say, "Oh, I'm gonna take a powder."
Just get powder out.
Get powder out of bed.
Double down ski.
Yeah. Well, if you're lucky, get a little double down action the night before.
God, that would be so beautiful, though. Like, the Sprinter. It's just also a dream of mine to travel. So, and if I don't have to work a 9-to-5 job, that'd be great. I mean, you'd have to still have some way of income to pay for gas and stuff, but still.
Yeah.
Dude, let's do it. You and I start this new tag team. I'm in a weird place in my life. Let's do it.
Okay.
Sprinter van. We'll go in halvesies.
Halvesies?
We'll go in double down skis, and we'll hit the road. And I just got my Planet Fitness membership.
Yeah, so y'all could shower together, like.
Yeah, you can be my free guest, dude. I pay like $23, $24 a month.
For the shower or the gym?
Both.
The gym. Oh. No, both. I get a free guest, unlimited. So pay me $12 and we'll just...
Yeah, you could sleep on one side of the ring bed. He could sleep on the other. You could pin each other in the middle of the night. Like, I could ref.
I could ref?
Yeah.
Yeah. There it is.
You got the towel.
That's how you walk the towel, Josh. How you walk.
He's got the towel.
The viewers listening. That was a sentence.
Yeah.
They don't know that joke.
They do. Oh wait, no. I guess I honestly don't remember if I was recording at that point or not.
I think you might need to just breeze through that joke.
So there's a guy named Joe, and Joe is he lives next to this guy named Jim. So Joe is having trouble with his wife. He's sitting here, he's trying to have sex with his wife, and she's just not finishing. He's trying everything. He's tried toys, he's tried therapy, whatever. Nothing is just not working. So one day he's outside and he's talking to his buddy Jim, his neighbor. He says, "Man, I can't get it. Like she just won't finish. Like I don't know what's wrong." And Jim goes, "You know what? She might be getting overheated." And he goes, "Oh, that's a good idea." He goes, "So next time you guys have sex," he's like, "I'll come in, I'll just, I'll take a towel and I'll just fan her off. I'll waft it." He goes, "Trust me, it'll work." So the next time Joe goes to have sex with his wife, he invites Jim over. Jim comes into the bedroom and he's sitting there with a towel and he's wafting. And Joe's trying everything, man. He's putting in work and nothing is happening. So finally Jim's like, "You know what? Why don't we, you might be a little bit better at this. How about we trade places?" And Joe goes, "Okay." So, Joe grabs the towel and he's wafting. Jim's going to town. Well, Joe's wife finishes. And Joe goes, "That's how you waft a towel."
And now you're the one wafting it inside the Sprinter van.
Yeah. That's why
now I'm Joe.
Yeah.
I don't know which one of you gets to be
I'll
Jim,
say,
which
who's
one of
gonna
you
be
gets
the
to be the wife. You guys can draw straws. I don't care.
Okay. We can draw straws.
So it got me thinking, though. We were talking about North Carolina and stuff like that, and we thought the name Gary came up, and I just thought that maybe now would be the time to give a shit out to Gary Bankston for these nice seats. Jake has no idea what's going on.
No, my spine is super erect thanks to
Gary Bankston.
However, we have been informed.
Oh, that's right.
We have been informed by Gary's beautiful bride, Erin, that in fact she was the one that handed me the stools, and I stand corrected.
So we're going to make a little revision. Not Gary Bankston, Erin Bankston.
Thank you for these sweet chairs. My spine is super erect, and your tushy has never felt better.
Yeah.
I would like to get one of these chairs.
You're going to have to talk to Erin Bankston.
Sorry, we only had two.
Yeah, they're super nice.
They are. They're
they
pretty
rotate
great.
and
They
everything made out of
swivel.
wood.
Yeah, they swivel swavel.
Wow.
So for those of you listening, and well, really for those of you watching, Jake is sitting at a height that's a little bit lower than us, when in fact...
Hey, you know what time that is?
What time is it, Trey?
It is time for the Gumball segment.
All right, we'll get back to Jake's height.
This is taking such a weird turn, and he's like, "I don't understand."
So much stuff is going on right now. The Bankstons are Emily's parents, by the way.
Yeah.
Ryan's wife.
So I figure it's only fair since you went first last time.
Ryan.
Oh, wait, or you want Jake to go first?
He's the guest. Go first.
Ah, okay. So you're going to... You want us to pull one for you?
we had this discussion
We did.
before the logistics of him.
So I don't have fingernails. So if you just want to step in at any
I got
point in
smaller.
time.
No,
You got smaller what?
fingers than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
This
saying
may take a
something
minute.
different? You said smaller
Nipples?
what? Oh, nipples.
I do not have smaller nipples than you.
You want to compare, big dog?
Do what?
Do I need
wanna
to reach
compare, big
across
dog?
to get this, or you just want
Maybe with your 9-foot wingspan.
don't want to knock
There
over
we go.
this nice.
You gonna pull?
I'll pull for
You
him.
pull it out for him.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, thank you. Got to take off.
Oh, you got to take that
Rolex.
watch off.
gotta
Hey,
take-
guys,
take off
by
the
the way,
Rolex.
you see this watch. We just posted a TikTok like 3 weeks ago because I forget that we've recorded ahead. I was going to say, we just posted a TikTok earlier today.
What did
It
the
was
watch
not-
have to do with it?
Well,
TikTok?
with our grills video.
Oh,
We wore the
okay.
watches. I don't
Okay,
know.
yeah.
I just figured it was a
I
good
wear the watch
segue.
all the time. You put your watch on for the
I
video.
put a watch on for the video.
Yeah.
So the song in that for the TikTok 100% was "Girls" by Nelly, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, Nelly Furtado.
So funny because on the way, wait, what?
It's a red one.
Oh, boy. I said Nelly Furtado.
He tagged Nelly Furtado. Hashtag Nelly Furtado.
Uh huh.
Uh-huh.
It had a higher... It had a higher
it's a
thing.
challenge
Also,
ball.
I didn't think.
Challenge ball.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I get the genesis behind this? Like what?
We had a gumball machine. We were like episode 1. We just kind of had it in the background, and we started spitballing like, what could we do with the gumball machine? And it just kind of snowballed from there. I'm gonna place a quarter in here or a coin in here so that we can add to our fund. So once this gets to a certain level, it gets full. We're gonna empty it and we can buy random stuff on Amazon with it.
Yeah. That's what we're going to do.
Was that supposed to bring a quarter?
Nah, it's okay. I'll pay for you this time.
Yeah. Just don't let it happen again.
Yeah.
Still,
Stole his
guys,
line.
I'm struggling here. Trying to open this thing.
You literally pick up grown men and throw them on there.
He said I'm strong, not nimble.
Have you seen my fingers? Oh,
There you
I got it.
go.
I just had to squeeze it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sometimes just a little bit of a squeeze and it just pops.
Okay, so I just opened mine without you guys having yours.
Well, we'll do it throughout the show. So once you get
Yeah.
done here, I'll set another timer.
Oh, okay.
I
read this
don't.
out loud?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's in there. It could be anything.
It says yoga pose.
Yes.
Oh, again. Okay.
Do I get to pick it this time?
Go ahead. Yeah.
So the way this works is I'm going to give you a name of a yoga pose. And you're just going to have to just your best guess on what it is. We're going to have you stand up against that wall and just try and just whatever you think that yoga pose might be.
I wish you listeners who aren't watching on YouTube could see Jake's face looking around in bewilderment of what is literally happening.
I'm utterly confused right now.
So he's
Let's
going to give
see.
you a name.
I mean,
of
I get it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just.
You didn't think you'd be doing that today?
Nope.
Let's see.
Uh-uh.
I don't know what an asana is, but let's go to the yoga for you. Poses
Looking
for
at the pose
athletes.
right now for me.
Poses for athletes.
Yoga for you.
I'm surprised he didn't go straight.
Okay, I've got one.
Oh boy.
Help me. Or show me. Why did I say help me?
I don't know.
It's,
help?
Inner demons just...
It's the second one.
Boat pose?
Yeah, the boat pose.
I like it.
I like it too.
Boat
So it's the
pose?
boat pose.
Okay,
you're
so
gonna try.
let's-
You're gonna have to try and figure out what the boat pose is.
Pull it back up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to show all these fans.
All these fans.
Out here screaming, we can hear them.
Out here screaming at her.
The fans.
Fans? There's no fans in here.
I'm gonna cover the screen too, so you can't see it.
Oh,
I can't see if they see it. Okay.
All right,
that's the boat pose.
I won't cheat. No, I just won't.
So now...
Oh man.
All right, big dog.
All right, so...
I've never done yoga, so I even know even at all.
Dude,
I don't-
same. I got it. What? Last episode is when we first did it.
Maybe this corner. Or, I don't know.
I don't care. Just pick a spot.
Over here right in front of the vacuum.
Whatever. I mean,
Okay.
and so you're gonna you're just supposed to give your best guess on what this is. There's no wrong answer other than
Yoga.
anything but the boat pose.
Boat pose. Like I'm even trying to give a.
Well, that's the reason I picked. Well, it was better than the. I don't even know. Like the other one, you could have gone with the Bharadvaja's twist.
I'm gonna stick with the boat pose.
So I was like, boat pose. That kind of gives you an idea. I don't know what a Bharadvaja is. I'm probably not even saying that right.
Is either. Okay.
All right, just right in front of the vacuum, please, sir.
Boat pose.
Yeah, just your best guess.
Oh man. Okay. A boat pose. I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking sailboat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sailboat. I don't know. I feel like you got to make a wing here,
Okay.
and then yoga. I feel like everybody's bending down.
Okay.
I feel like it's always it. So it's like a sailboat, and you're just gonna go down with it. Maybe.
That's your final answer. You lock it in.
So turn to the side so we can see your final answer.
Yeah.
Let's see. You want the good side? Is that what
Yeah.
you're looking for? Yeah. I'm saying it's something like this. That makes sense, right?
Yeah. I could see.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you if that's right or not.
No,
We'll
I'll
see.
read it.
Do I get the answer?
Well, yeah, I'll show you once you get back over here.
Sorry, guys, if that camera work was not solid, but nobody can hear me.
Sort of.
They can kind of hear you.
Sort of threw you off.
So,
Adding a
if
third
you're
person.
listening on Spotify or iTunes, this is going to be the perk of subscribing to us on YouTube. Shameless plug there.
You know, you ready to see it? You want to reveal it to him?
I think we reveal it.
How awful was that?
You know, if you had inverted it and sat down and done it, you'd have had it.
Yeah.
Like, that was pretty.
If we just twisted you, or if
Yeah.
you'd laid down, that was the motion.
You know what's funny? I was actually considering getting down, but with these skinny jeans I have
Yeah.
on, I was like, "There's just, you know what? I'm gonna think. What's
There's
the best
no way.
What's the best way to do this while standing up?"
Yeah.
So well done.
Yeah.
That was
you.
pretty. I mean, but you and
Yeah.
Trey both. Trey had this last
The
week.
Warrior 3.
The Warrior 3, which the fans haven't seen that yet, have they? That episode has not posted,
Well,
or has it?
I mean, as of recording, no, but as of airing of this episode, yes.
I'm gonna get better at this.
Yeah, same.
Okay,
So that was last week's episode.
scratch everything I just said.
Go ahead and start the timer up again. Yeah, that was last week's episode. So that's the way we do it. Every time we got a 30-minute timer, we just forget about it. Sit here and talk. I completely forgot that I'd set that timer when it went off. I was like, what the hell was that?
Since there's 3 of us, maybe you wanna cut down to like 20 minutes or 15 minutes.
I've already started the timer, but yeah, I can do 20.
Okay. Well, it'll be a lot quicker if you cut down the 10 minutes than letting
Maybe I'll do
time
15.
take its natural toll.
Given my concept of linear time and how I work.
Yeah, it will still be quicker if
Yeah.
you change it. Oh, man. So, Trey, have you created anything this week?
Well, yeah, I created the Gumball Machine.
That's insane.
You did. The digital
Yeah.
version of Curtis.
I need to make it look more realistic, but as far as modeling goes, like, it's pretty much...
It's insane.
And if we're in post, you can
Yeah, I
You
guess
wanna
I could throw it up there.
throw up a little
Like a
teasy tease.
screenshot, yeah.
Yeah.
Created that. I created the coin.
You
that
did.
goes in the Gumball Machine. And I don't know if you saw it, I even created one of these little balls.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing is, a lot of people don't know. Trey's done a lot of pretty much anything that involves me.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to my merchandise, he's done all my graphics, my original music. When I first debuted, he did that as well. Liz Riles was the voice of that.
Yep.
He compiled it all together, man. Dude, he's done it. He's done it all. He helped me take promo pictures. He helped me cut out all my promo pictures, especially when I had that long, dreadful hair where he had to go in. He literally was showing me how he had to zoom in.
Take the
get
green out.
all the green out.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, yeah, that was much appreciated. But yeah, he's done a lot of that for me.
Right.
Yeah, dude's insane. I literally, yeah, I don't. It's crazy because it's such a. It's so hard to find people to do that. Like, yeah, to be able to. I was fortunate to be able to run into. I was like, I think I just randomly asked you one day before you were even doing it.
We had this conversation. I think we had this conversation not too long ago talking about it. I was like, I remember Jake, like timid Jake behind the front desk being like, oh yeah, or not the front desk, but down at the security desk.
Yeah.
Being like, oh yeah, so you do like, you work at iHeart, right? Like you were real, like kind of timid. Like you were up front, but you were kind of unsure about it. Like, I don't know if do you do like other stuff? And I was like, yeah. Okay, could you like I'm a wrestler. And I was like, oh, okay. What you need?
Oh man, yeah, you weren't alone that day. I actually had a
No,
I was yeah. I actually, to be real, I mean, your hair did something to me, but
Yeah.
the person you came in with that day, I was really more open to talking to.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll fast forward and get that one another go. But
Yeah. And she ended up being really stupid.
She was not
Oh.
not the brightest, dude.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me. I know.
Yeah, you know.
But I didn't realize. I thought you said when you met Jake you were with Morgan.
I thought I was, but apparently I knew I was with another female.
Well, then you just said
yeah.
she turned out being stupid.
Until
and I'm like,
yeah, well then it clicked.
Okay, what
then
Morgan?
He started talking about it, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I was with.
Yeah, I've had this conversation with him before when I first.
A coworker.
Yeah,
another
coworker,
coworker. To be
Sorry, yeah, yeah.
specific.
Yeah.
And to clear that up.
Yeah, dude, that was a fun one. Yeah, because I was like,
That was before she got the van
much-
stuck in a parking garage.
or the pixie haircut.
Ugh.
We were all right. But yeah, that was a big selling point to work for you guys because it was not long after that I met Josh for the first time and I was like, dude, what's it gonna take for you to hire me? And then next thing you know, he's like, actually, we
Are you looking
have
for
somebody.
work?
But
And then he furloughed your ass.
motherfucker, dude.
But not before I came along and joined the team.
Yeah.
Hey.
With your back to back 13-hour days.
Yeah, hurricane
you
out in the
Worse.
South
So
Carolina
much
heat.
right
That
off
was
the
it.
bat.
Yeah, that was his first week.
Well, then it was after that it was down to just normal remotes, and I'm like, I'm not like working anymore. It
But
felt like I
you
wasn't
had
working.
I think you had dibs on all the. Were we doing the haunted houses then?
That was my first remote, and
Yeah.
Mr. Jake Jacobs showed me the ropes, so to speak. Most dangerous thing in that van, other than those ropes, were you. That's.
I'll throw a laugh track in.
I have to
give you a pity laugh.
Well, the fans, the people watching don't understand it. So
No, they don't.
when I train somebody in wrestling for the first time, I get them in the ring, and the ropes can be very dangerous if you're not careful. So I like to tell people for the first time, the most dangerous thing in this ring, other than me, are these ropes. Ha ha ha. And I guess we have to tell your story.
About that.
Yeah.
Well, oh man.
It was the first time you were ever in a wrestling ring, correct?
Yeah, that was 100. Dude, that was an emotional day.
Explain that day and explain the punchline and just.
Well, man, all right. So going up to this, I once I decided that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to train to be a wrestler.
Yeah.
There's no how-to on to do that, especially at that time.
And how to find.
Now there's a little bit more. You can go on Google and ask, how to be a wrestler or what do you need to do.
Yeah, they didn't
It,
have.
it takes you to a WikiHow with
What?
pictures.
Well,
Yeah, they didn't have Google 5 years ago either.
like
Yeah.
I ended up attending like my list of trainers.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
You get berated when you're a
Yeah.
guest.
My list of trainer now is I graduated from the Jacobs Pritchard Wrestling Academy in Knoxville, which I can tell you about that later.
Yeah.
So if you go on Google, you can type that in.
I'd put them down over 3 count too. The man trained an Olympic gold medalist on how to be a pro wrestler, Vince McMahon himself, and The Rock. Yeah, I'd probably go with
Yeah.
him over the Scottish Hush Puppy.
But man, yeah, I never have been in a ring up to that point. I've always wanted to. I went and watched one independent show before that, and that was a show that was at my local high school. And on the big poster was Ric Flair will be in action. And I was like, Ric Flair, my dad always talked. I gotta go see him in person. Dude comes out right off the bat in a suit. He comes out in a suit with his robe on. Cuts a 2 to 5 minute promo. Walks right over to his merchandise table, and he just takes pictures the rest of the night. No wrestling. Main event that night. I don't remember who was in there. I just remember Buff Bagwell was there.
Oh,
Buff
man.
Bagwell.
And man, I've learned up to this point too. If you, I don't know if this is the case for you, but anytime a lot of people, if you tell anybody you're a pro wrestler, it's always they either first refer to, well, back in my day, and they'll tell that story, or the second one is, do you know Buff Bagwell? Oh, dude, he's known around the Carolinas and in Georgia. That's always the funniest thing. But going up to that, back to how I got to that day is I was looking and I was trying to figure out how to get involved in this. My dad sends me a picture of a wrestling show at the rival high school that I went to. That was in Pickens, and he sends that to me, and I was like, I'm going. And my dad, he was busy that night, so I went by myself.
What was the name of that wrestling promotion?
The 3 Count Pro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was 3 Count Pro
Just
Wrestling.
making sure. Just making sure.
Yeah, it was 3 Count Pro Wrestling. I and the big draw that night was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was there.
Was that your first day?
That was my first day. That was
man.
So this is not my first day getting in the ring. This is my first show I've seen with you guys.
Okay. WWE Hall of Famer Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Yeah, that's it. So I show up there.
I didn't realize that was your first. Maybe we've had this talk.
Yeah, maybe
we have.
Maybe.
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe we're a couple deep at this point, so
Possibly.
stuff get changed. But I show up to this event. I go in, whatever. Super nervous, whatever, sort of seeing that. I remember like the kickoff match that night was they were both in the WWE now, Cedric Alexander and Gunner or Jackson Riker. I believe that was the two that kicked off that match that night.
Yeah.
It wasn't the kickoff. It was the match before myself and Ace.
Okay, well I just remember that vividly.
That was it was actually the semi-main event.
But you don't remember the match between him and Ace? How dare you?
No, it's not that. Well, he doesn't remember it because
I left early.
How dare you?
But let me lead up to this. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
All right. So I remember that match that night, and I remember seeing Ricky Steamboat and going and talking to him and stuff. And I went and said hello to Gunner because the dude looked larger than life.
Yeah.
he is.
And so, but Ricky Steamboat was the main person. Oh, and Jay Batista was there. And I was fully convinced at the time that he was Dave Batista's brother. Had no idea. Greener than anything. Which he is.
I would
right?
have thought.
That's Dave Batista's brother.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it, so to me, it's plausible.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways.
Oh, man.
No. It's no joke. Funny that's a funny thing. The reason I said that joke is that night, as I'm talking to Ricky Steamboat, I'm talking to him or whatever. Ricky's super cool guy, whatever. Jay Batista walks up to me, and I'm no joke. I look at him straight up, and I go, "Are you related to Dave Batista?"
What'd he say?
I don't remember the response, but I just remember saying that, and now me just feeling, oh my, it makes me cringe so hard now that I.
You didn't know. I'd ask the same thing.
Dude, man,
he looks just like him. He's taking the same stuff the other guy is. So I mean, I could see that.
Wears the same gear.
Calls him, uses the name Batista.
Yeah,
there's that.
But we go fast forward, whatever. I'm
good
sold.
dude, by the way.
Yeah, solid.
Super good dude.
And that was probably the whole reason I started talking to these guys, and they're all super nice, super supportive. I tell them I want to do it, me being anything, asking for advice, whatever, how to do. They're like, well, you need to get into a training school. Okay. And then I went and talked to, he's always around these shows. Anyways, I forget the older guy's name. He's sometimes in a wheelchair.
Dennis.
So Dennis. Someone said, you need to get talk with Dennis. Dennis pointed me to Tim.
Which is funny because Dennis has nothing to do with the training school.
But Dennis got me Tim Smith's number about the training school. He was like, yeah, you know what, you need to call him, and he'll set you up and get you going. Perfect. Well, at that time, as intermission is rolling through or whatever, Mr. Eric Bowman, former Mayor of Liberty, he walks up and he does something, and he's the commissioner of 3 Count.
Mm-hmm.
I see him, do whatever, spill, talk, walk over. He sits over on the bleachers. Well, man, this is the commissioner. I'm here because this is my career path. So what do? I'm going to go talk to the commissioner, introduce myself. That's exactly what I do. I walk right over, shake his hand, introduce myself, tell him I'm going to be training with them, whatever. And
I think I remember hearing about that now. I remember Eric coming over to me going, "Hey man, your new potential trainee." He walked up to me thinking I'm like a legit non-acting like this isn't a role, like I'm the commissioner, which for those of you watching and listening, it's a role he plays.
Yeah,
he doesn't make decisions in 3 Count. He is just an on-screen, if you will, or on-stage commissioner.
Yeah,
quote
he's a puppet.
I need to ask him now. Every time I see Eric, he comes up to me and everything, and I'm sure if he remembers that has to kind of be cool for him to see my growth in this.
Yeah.
And because he didn't take it that night. I had a resume in my back pocket.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, nice.
It was like a job.
I wasn't about to laugh.
I didn't know.
Of course you did.
That was it. I thought I want a job here. This is what you
How
do.
Professional.
Oh, I didn't know.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's so funny. I had no idea.
Right. People are gonna think I'm being an
asshole,
a douche for
but
that.
No, if you
but Jake can say it's funny now.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Literally zero clue. And it's funny I say it because I have guys all the time who are this clueless how I am that will literally message me on social media now asking me. It's just hilarious.
Yeah.
Fast forward, call Tim, whatever. He tells me the next show day. It was exactly 1 month from that day. And tells me, hey, you can come help set up, whatever. I told him, hey, I can't help set up too early because I have to work that day. And they're like, well, it's fine. Just come at this time, and we'll at least get you in the ring and let you take your first bump. Okay, all right. Show up there, whatever. I go in there, like 30 guys helping set up the ring. And at the time, I guess because I was so nervous, I felt small. I felt like everybody was way bigger than me.
Well, you were much smaller. Like, I remember not seeing you for, I don't know, a year and a half or so after seeing you that day.
Yeah.
You know what time it is. You going or am I going?
I can go since you went first last time.
Okay. It is now time for another gumball.
You're going to put a pin in this conversation. Can you unscrew it?
Maybe we should.
That quarter you should have had. Oh.
I don't know that it was screwed back on.
Oh.
Well.
Oh, this one. Hold on. Oh boy.
I hope it's one of mine.
Doesn't look like my handwriting.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, no.
Oh, buddy. Do I have to take my pants off for this one?
What does it say?
Which one?
Now I'm making you think.
It's only one of two.
Well, it's bite into a raw egg.
Thank God I didn't get anything like that. I'm so thankful for the yoga pose I just did.
If you go get me a raw egg.
Wow.
I'll get you some Tupperware.
Yeah, give me a Tupperware, fucking towel.
Have you ever done this before?
Nope.
Are you an egg fan?
I like eggs.
You don't have to swallow
fucks with
anything,
eggs.
just bite into it. That's all I'm requesting.
Like an apple.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're about to hit an ASMR skit here in a second.
I remember when I had Josh eat a spoonful of mayonnaise on his live stream one time.
I remember that.
I still have the stain on the keyboard from it. I can show you. I never washed it off. I don't want bragging about
I don't want to smell that. That's.
I had him take a shot of, we were cleaning out the van in the parking deck, and we found one of the little garlic, like the Papa John's garlic sauces.
Yeah.
And I was like, I bet you won't take a shot at, like, just down it like a shot. I think I still have that video somewhere because I videoed it.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, he just knocked it back. Don't get me wrong, I like garlic, but...
Dude, he did not have mayonnaise at his house. So he was going through his drawers and found a very old mayonnaise packet.
I remember seeing that stream.
See, that was the thing, is he had no idea how long that mayonnaise packet's been in there either.
Yeah.
And he just put it on a spoon, and he just took it. But the weird thing was, after that, he went, actually, it wasn't bad, and licked the spoon clean. Oh, man. Yeah, I was working security that time, and I watched that. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, I was in the office. That was so funny.
Yeah, so how about... So the other day, I get up to the iHeart building, and the elevators are down. And so the dude had to have been new, because I went down, like, I tried to use my key fob, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And so I just held down the level button, because I knew it'd take me down to the ground floor. And he's like, oh, you trying to use your key fob? I was like, yeah. He's like, none of them are working. He's like, we don't have a master key, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. I was like, okay. He goes, but you could take the only one that's working is the one they use to take, like, the construction elevator. Like,
right.
Yeah. He's like, that one's working. I said, okay. He goes, but that one's on the 3rd floor. I said, okay, I'll take the stairs. He goes, I don't know where they're at. So I said, that's fine. They're through here. So he unlocked the door for me. I showed him the stairs. We went up. I got up to the 5th floor, huffed and puffed and said, fuck this. Walked back down to the 3rd floor and took
the service elevator.
And that's when I called you, or when you called me, I was up at the top. And so I was like, well, I need to get this elevator back down. So I duct taped the level so that it would go down, because you have to hold it down to get it to shut the doors.
Right.
And it did. And I guess it just didn't open back up at the bottom.
Get you a towel.
Okay, please. I guess it just didn't. I'm going to warm this up a little so that it hits different.
Warm, Mac.
So it's the temperature you're used to.
Yeah. So I sent it back down. Well, John Ellis and Richmond Weaver, who are the two co-hosts, they had to walk the entire 11 floors. They had to take the stairs all the way up.
Oh, no.
And boy, thinking about it, like they got up there and their key fobs didn't work. And I was like, man, if I had taken the stairs and gotten up there and my key fob didn't work, I'd have been mad.
I don't blame you.
All right. I'm going to...
I cannot believe that is the first one you drew.
Well, you know. I go from yoga pose to this. Please don't fall, Curtis.
All right.
I think I should get some water. Nah, it'll be alright. Just fuck it.
So, okay. Well, so since this will probably be made into a clip, Trey just drew from Curtis. And what was it that you drew?
I have to bite into this raw egg. It's hairy. You got jet hair on it.
It's the name of one of his dogs.
That might be mine.
Jets,
Jet.
actual Jets don't have hair.
His
You don't
blind
have-
dog.
So how do I go about this? Just like...
First, I would recommend holding...
I would hold it.
Yeah.
Jake, do you want to hold the bowl for him?
Is that what you want me to do? Hold the bowl?
Yeah.
okay.
You can be our professional bowl holder.
Yeah. It's a different bowl I'm used to holding, but that's fine.
Oh.
You like ceramic or plastic? Like...
Close.
Close.
Yeah. It doesn't have anything in the normal bowl.
Okay, do I give you a count?
I mean, Rocky ate these, right? He'd eat like 5 of these a day.
he didn't bite
You
into
don't even
it.
have to count down. Just do it. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Well,
Yeah.
he just went in there. He got it done. Well done, sir.
Oh, man.
I could brush my teeth.
Yeah. So, in
After
my
you
limited
gotta go-
experience with raw eggs, I've only...
I'll be shitting later.
So you need to go tongue kiss Morgan right now.
No, I'm not gonna do that. You told her what I was doing, right?
I told her a couple nights ago that I was going to put that in the Gumball
Oh,
Machine.
yeah?
So it was with great pleasure that I walked out and I said, "Hey, Morgan, remember the one challenge I told you I was going to put into the Gumball Machine?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Trey just drew it." She was like,
And
I'm
"Nice."
gonna go put this back in there.
Yeah, I wanna let you guys know real quick. My publicist just reached out to me. You're gonna probably have to finish the podcast without me.
Oh, really?
Did they?
Yeah, my publicist.
Your publicist?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here.
I'll let Trey come back in.
Okay. Very nice. Your publicist. I love it. It's funny because I knew exactly what you meant as soon as you said it.
Yeah.
It's his drug dealer.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of those where I asked her an estimate of what time I was going to be here,
Mm-hmm.
and I just looked, and I'm an hour and a half over my time. I was
Over?
Over, yeah.
Oh, man. How long have we been going?
I have no idea.
Well, we're at an hour and 15 minutes
Okay.
for the show.
Okay.
But I guess we might have gotten started a little bit later than we wanted to.
Yeah, I told her we were starting at 6:30.
Okay, so, Jake,
a legit thing?
Huh?
It's like a legit thing you talk about.
No. I mean,
He's gotta
yeah,
go.
Okay, cool. That's
He's
fine.
got to take
Yeah,
off.
sure.
But, so, one more time for all of the fans.
We can totally do a part 2 to this sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime.
No, you're going to come back.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Honestly, I want to do it where I have a complete free day for it, like a complete free night.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause, yeah, I feel like we could talk forever.
Oh, we
Oh,
totally
yeah.
would.
We can do like 3-4 hour podcast.
Yeah, we've
We
got
can do
our...
we can do an after party.
There we go. That was an idea that's been kicked around. So, cool, man. So, one more time, tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Social media, honestly, I'm just trying to get more followers on Instagram. That's mainly what I'm trying to do. So,
Blow him up.
Instagram, at the Jake Jacobs. Yeah, that's really it there. And then from there, you can see all my promotions I'm at, and just keep up with me day to day. I'm most
All
active
right.
on there. So, yeah, dude, I really appreciate you guys letting me be on this. This
Yeah,
was
man.
fun.
Dude,
So,
I enjoyed it. We'll
yeah,
have to do it
this
again.
is fun. Yeah.
Thanks for being our
You have to-
first guest.
You have to come and see me more than once every year and a half or so.
I know, yeah. It's literally been a year and a half before the pandemic's the last time
Yeah.
I've seen Trey.
I know.
So crazy.
I grew my hair out and everything.
Look how long his hair is.
Yeah.
It's always been long, Trey.
Well, yeah. Hey, did you?
Oh,
so
that's right.
I want just real quick before you leave. Did you? So Nora walking. You asked me like when you first found out Morgan was pregnant if my child would walk like me. Does she?
You know, Nora's a little scared of me, so I really didn't get to see the whole. But when she probably wasn't herself yet around me, so I'm sure when she's her full self, the Trey walk. I've said this, and it's very. You just know it's the Trey walk. Trey,
I'm so happy you brought this up.
I would stand at the front desk, and there was
the Trey walk.
There was a balcony up at
I
iHeart.
love that this is now a thing.
And he can walk by, and he has a walk where he literally he struts back a little bit.
Dude, it's a swagger.
Feet are facing opposite ways, pants sagging just a little bit. It's not because he's cool; it's because his pants don't fit.
Yeah,
and he has a little bit of a smile, but his mouth's open. Head back just up in the air, and then he's just smiling like this, and he's just arms free.
Doesn't he look like the most, like he's just not worried about anything? The most carefree.
Literally looks like
he's floating on a cloud. It's majestic.
I've never seen you mad.
It's not pretty.
Well, I don't want to see it. I
mean, it does take a bit to get me there.
But yeah, you just
you want to tell me Josh got to see me mad on vacation with the elevator?
Oh, you were a little tuned up.
I was, yeah.
He came back up and I've never seen him so irritated over something.
No, I don't want to see it. It's like seeing Trey mad is equivalent to like your dad saying he's disappointed in you. I just don't want to.
And I mean, I was mad. I guess I wasn't Trey super mad, but I prefer Daddy. But
I live with him. It took about a week and a half, and I started too.
Well, guys, I hate to cut you short. I got to bounce. I love you guys.
Thanks for being here, man.
Oh, I would stand up on this side. I got a wire here, and I'd totally block it. But I love you, man.
Love you, dude. I would stand up. Well, I'm gonna stand up on the first rung.
You get to kind of see the height difference now.
Chair.
Yeah.
You're what, 6'4"?
6'3.5".
6'3.5". So 6'4".
I'm over here telling him how to wrestle, how to pick people up.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
So, anyway, sorry, that was a bit chaotic. What just happened?
That's I like it. I like the
Jake
chaos.
leaving, David
calling,
FaceTiming,
egg.
Oh.
You know, there's not a whole lot of taste, though.
There's not.
There's really not.
No.
It's just the thought of, like, salmonella. Like, that's my only...
Salmonella in the form of snot.
Yeah, but, like, well, even, like, I don't know, this is probably kind of weird, but, like, even the texture didn't really bother me. Like, I bit into it, and it was just, like, there was nothing there.
Did it not? The texture didn't bother you?
I'm used to that texture.
Well, moving on.
What do we do now?
Well,
Jake's gone.
We did keep him a while.
We did, yeah. What are we at?
The last time I checked, it was a minute 50.
Minute 50? Damn.
An hour 15, and it's been about 5 minutes. So.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So we're getting close to. We'll at least finish this other challenge out, or it might not be a challenge. It might be whatever. I'm not going to throw that back in there. We don't need another raw egg twice in a day.
Right.
But
I mean, well, yeah. Well, I don't know why I'm over here saying, yeah, let's do that.
That yoga pose, and I don't have to throw that. Just so we don't have the same. We all do the same stuff, you know.
Right.
I'll throw it in after we're done, but
yeah. Well, how funny would it be though? I'm over here laughing at you,
and then you get raw,
and then I have to do it.
That would be kind of funny.
Now I've done a few raw eggs at a time for, well, not for fun, but for protein sources, and I was much younger, and thought there was some benefit to drinking raw eggs over.
You saw Rocky
cooking.
do it. That's what I said.
Exactly. I knew it was a whole old bodybuilding thing.
Yeah,
but same amount of protein, might just digest a little bit different.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't recommend that at all. So, Jake left. That was pretty cool having him, and that whole process of him watching that guy. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought I knew everything about his character development. I thought it was just him ramped up.
Blew my mind.
When he started talking about the hair, the hands of the hair, I was like, "Oh my god!
You stole everything. You are that guy now.
Right?
You're an imposter.
That's him." So what he didn't get to was my first time meeting Jake. My first time meeting Jake was before a wrestling show, and before a show, we always hold a hour-long training session. Or
okay.
hour and a half, 2 hours.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, so how we would normally have weekly training sessions on Saturdays at the school.
Yeah.
We would, we have our shows on Saturdays. So after the ring gets set up, everybody, normally after lunch, after everybody's gotten some food on their stomach, and everything is kind of calm for about 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
Ace and I hold a session.
Okay.
Well, we were doing our normal thing, and we took some time for this young man, clean-shaven Jacob Alexander.
No tattoos.
No tattoos, much shorter than he is now.
Yeah.
So when I say I went about 1.5 years without seeing him, I saw a Jake who had not only visibly filled out and put on weight, but had shot up. Like he went from being maybe an inch taller than me to like seemingly a foot.
Yeah.
And much wider, much bigger. I'm like, whoa, where did that little kid go? So he gets in the ring, and I do my normal opening line. I look at him, and I go, all right, now listen to me. The most dangerous thing in this ring, other than me, are these ropes. And he's just like straight face, like,
And he's by himself, right? It's just him.
Totally him. No Jacob Ellison. He's just looking at me going, yeah. And I looked at him, I said, it's okay. I said, you can laugh at that. So he looks at me then and goes, and everybody just starts cracking up like, okay.
It's so funny thinking about, because, I mean, you see Jake now where he is, this well-articulated young man. I feel weird saying young man, but he is, 4 years younger than me? 5 years younger than me?
Yeah.
So, like I mean, he's grown up from, obviously, at that point in time. And just to see how much he's honestly blossomed into just his career as far as a wrestler,
professional.
And, professional. I mean, I don't know. It's just it's insane. Especially like even going back to when I first met him, sitting behind that security desk. I'm telling you, he was a little timid.
Yeah,
he was kind of like, I'm a wrestler. Like, okay, I don't know.
But he, despite having that reserve, his craft and his career as a pro wrestler was important enough to him. He got over that shyness and still reached out and spoke to you.
Yes.
So kudos to him. Yeah. What we didn't get to talk about is my plans for a potential breaking out from my normal wrestling. This has been like a wrestling podcast.
It has.
But it's about creation. So that's definitely what I'm about to get into is the idea of a new persona and taking that persona outside of the wrestling organization that I help run and am a part of.
Yeah, and branching out,
getting back on the road and taking bookings other places. And I was going to get into that with Jake because he may be a part of that if he's interested.
Yeah.
And it's a whole idea, which I guess I won't get into it now. We'll save it for another time as I get further into that.
Okay.
But the character development, and I'm starting it now so the listeners can kind of follow along with how this is progressing.
Yeah, they can see it
unfold. Yeah, and all the stuff that you'll take a part in as far as creating video packages, pictures, the look, the music, the catchphrases, the whole development.
We could do the drone idea too.
Yes, the drone idea. That's going to look
We'll have to
so
find
sweet.
somewhere open to do it so that I can do it, but
so
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about a different like character shift and branching out, and it's going to be a little more outlandish than what I'm doing now, a little more flamboyant.
I like that. I don't know. It's different. It's fun.
It's for me. I want to challenge. I want to act, which I don't know. Being this character might not be a huge challenge
because you're so flamboyant.
Because I'm just super flamboyant, right? With my camo hat and but no, it's gonna be fun. A new character, So, anyways, that is that. Let's see, it's not long.
Let's say like 30 seconds, maybe
40. What do you want to talk about for the next 40 seconds?
I was just see how long I can hold that, and I started laughing.
So I've got a joke for you.
Okay.
What's red and bad for your teeth?
What?
A brick.
I don't have. You said you weren't going to do a joke. You said not to worry about the joke of the day. I was going to do the thing, and now I can't do it because I didn't do it.
Well, I mean, it's a throwaway. Like that's my
throwaway joke,
go-to backup. Like if I've got nothing, I can always hit that. I'm surprised you've never heard me tell that one.
Mine. 2 muffins are in an oven. One looks at the other, says, "Man, it's hot in here." The other one looks and says, "Ah, talkie muffin."
Perfect. All right. Okay, Curtis. Time to get frisky.
He's used to being fisted.
The only time I'll say that today. And a red one. Have we drawn a blue or yellow?
So we did yellow. Our first, I think your first draw was a would you rather with a yellow.
Yeah. Okay. I can
see what you get.
Tell it's not my handwriting.
Oh, cool. I don't actually remember what all I put in there.
Okay. Let's see. Memory challenge.
So, damn, that's not a good one to do at the end. So the idea behind that one is I would give you a list of things to memorize, like 5, 6 things, just random things.
Okay.
And I'd let you take a minute to memorize it, and then we'd continue on with the podcast. And at some point, maybe the next time I hit the Curtis segment or something,
okay,
you would have to recall those 5 things on that list.
You want me to pick again?
I was going to say, since we're getting so close to the end,
okay,
we're kind of down, you can go ahead and we'll shelve that one. But that is the idea behind Memory Challenge. I don't know, I thought it was kind of neat.
Yeah, I like it.
Something different.
And another red. Okay.
Let's see. What'd you get?
2-minute acupuncture.
Oh, do you have your acupuncture pad?
I do.
Yeah, so you can stand on it or lay on it, whatever you want to do.
Oh no. So I think so I can lay on it for fun.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be too much of a challenge.
So yeah, stand on it.
Standing.
Yeah, you got to stand on it for the next 2 minutes. So you can run down and grab that really quick.
Oh.
So you go and grab it. I'll explain to those that are listening what it is, and then those that are watching, well, they'll see it. We can show the camera once you come back up. I'm gonna throw these back in here. Yeah. So for those of you that are listening and those of you that are watching, you will soon see. He's got a pad. It almost looks like if ever you've been to like a golfing range that has like you hit off of concrete and they lay down like a turf pad. To me, it kind of looks like that with all these little white circles scattered across it, and then inside of these white circles are these little spikes, and it's for acupuncture. You're supposed to lay down on it. It's basically, it almost looks like a little rollout, or yeah, I guess like a rollout bed. Like you toss it out and it it's on the ground, and then it also comes with a pillow. So you can lay down on this and you can flip over whatever, but it's basically acupuncture. So I'm pretty excited. As soon as we saw it, we said this has to be a challenge. So I took it upon myself to write it down on the piece of paper and throw it in the gumball, and lo and behold, Josh is the one that got it. I'm glad he got it and I did it. I don't know though. So yesterday? Was it yesterday? Day before yesterday, I was walking through my house. I stepped into our guest bathroom. I think I went to turn the light out. Excuse me. And I turned, and I was wearing my socks, and my foot slid across. I've got hardwood floors that go throughout like my house. In here's a hardwood floor. And then in this little hallway that leads back to our bedrooms, it's also hardwood floor. I caught a splinter. And I don't know how, after I got the thing out, I looked down and could not find it. But I mean, it dug itself deep. And so my wife was all excited about this splinter because she was like, let me get it. She loves stuff like that. And because I walk outside so much barefoot, it's like where it was is calloused. And so it was just a splinter in the callus. So I'm thinking like maybe if I did this acupuncture thing, it probably wouldn't hurt as bad for me as it would Josh. So I'm a little more excited that he got it just for the pure reaction of it. So I'm going to go ahead and set this. It's funny because I don't know, like, I know where that was thereabouts. So were you just standing outside the door waiting for me to finish that story or not?
No, I had to pee really bad.
Okay, I was just curious.
I was so happy I had to get up, and I'm like, I'm just going to have to go.
All right, so the timer is ready to start for 2 minutes.
All right.
Let's show them the pad really quick, just so they can kind of see. So you see what I'm talking about? It's almost like that faux turf that you would see at like a golf range or something. And then there's just little circles with spikes on them.
Then they look like the spikes that would go on the bottom of golf shoes.
Yeah, kind of like you're standing on underside of some golf cleats.
So that kind of gives you an idea of the teeth, really. So,
do you keep your socks on or not? I don't care.
Oh, I mean, if it's going to hurt, like the socks would not. It wouldn't be a challenge if the socks were on.
Okay.
But forewarning, and this might become a meme.
Okay.
And I'm totally cool with it. So when I was 18, I was given really bad advice on how to remove ingrown toenails.
Ugh.
And both of my big toenails, or my big toes, got massively infected.
Okay.
Because of how far the ingrown toenail on both sides of both toenails.
All I can picture is that giant foot from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I don't know about it.
Boy, those that are listening and know are probably laughing. I'm about to show you.
So my toenails grew back. Well, I had to have my toenails removed. That was the only way to fix it. So my toenails were removed, and they grew back, but they grew back exceptionally thick, and
it's better than I thought.
Okay, let's see it. Oh, gross! Okay, that is disgusting. My foot doesn't. Does the big toe have a face?
They all have faces.
Oh my god! Oh, we went on real people. That is absolutely disgusting.
And I think something happens and they get infected. Well, it's Eustace's foot. You can see it. It's attached to him.
Oh, oh no! It's like the SpongeBob episode with the
splinter.
With
the
splinter.
That's what I was just saying. Like I think it would hurt. It might hurt me less because I'm outside and my feet are so calloused. Because I got that splinter like yesterday, day before yesterday, and like it didn't bother me until it came out. But like having it, like it was okay. Even Morgan, like sitting there with her needle and her tweezers, like I was like, don't really. The only time I felt it was like I knew she had a grip on it, and I was like, "You got it." She goes, "Yeah," and she pulled it out, and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you got it."
Oh no!
But like, so I'm thinking I'm so glad you got the acupuncture pad, just because I think it might be a little worse for you, and so better reaction.
Okay, yeah. So I'll at least have my back to the camera. So if you want to do the webcam.
Yeah, the rest of the
to show the people that I'm actually doing it.
Okay,
and that I'm not embarrassed. This is actually not going to feel good at all.
And in post, maybe I put a 2-minute timer on. I don't know.
Oh God!
Let me set up the shot. Let me get out of here.
We'll get a better setup one day. There are videos of people doing this on YouTube that, like, it's a punishment. Like this is not, like this is actually not going to be good. I always use my back. Oh no. Alright. Just tell me when I need to go.
Alright, I've got the shot set up. I'm going to get back in my seat and we'll do the next couple minutes of the podcast from here.
Okay.
So for those of you that are watching at home and want a timer, I'm going to set the timer. I'm going to start as soon as you step on, and I'll say I'm starting so that maybe in post I'll throw up a timer on the screen.
Okay.
So people can follow along.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Go?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, God. Oh, dude, no.
All right.
Oh,
timer.
Fudge poop. Oh, man. Oh, it's not pleasant. Oh, God. Oh, no, I can't rock. Okay, I'm not going to... Oh.
Did you breathe through it?
That hurts so bad. I am being stung by so many wasps right now.
It's like little fire ants.
Oh, it's so worse. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to stand as perfectly still as possible because even the slightest little bit of weight, like shift.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's not getting better.
This is going to teach you how to. This is what Mr. Miyagi should have used, like learning balance and stuff. This will teach you balance.
Oh my God. So when I do this with my back, it's not near as bad. The bottom of your feet are so much more sensitive than your back.
Well, that, and you're talking about such a small area with your weight pushing down. There's the distribution.
Right. Well, all of my weight is coming down
Yeah.
on this small area, whereas my back, it's distributed.
It's distributed.
It's distributed.
Yeah.
not going to lie, it's actually making me a little nauseous.
Really? Well, you got 45 seconds, so you're getting there.
Oh, my God. So, like, when I did this with my back, it got better. Like, the first time I did it, it got better after, like, 3 minutes, and then it gets extremely relaxing. This is very good for your feet. Like,
It's the blood flowing, probably.
yeah,
I'm sure.
there's so much tension in, like, the arches of our feet, which run up to our hamstring. Like, the bottom of your feet, it kind of goes to, like, your hamstrings. If your hamstrings are tight, your neck is more likely to be tight, which is a weird thing, but... it has not gotten better at all. One of the worst parts of this...
15 seconds.
One of the worst parts of this is the stepping off or the
That's what I was thinking of, because all that pressure is going to go on one foot, and then
I'm gonna
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh God! Oh, I feel like they're still in my feet. Holy crap!
Good job.
I was a little wuss about it.
That was a challenge.
Oh man, I can't wait for you to get this.
Yeah, me. Yeah. Me too, kind of.
Oh wow, it hurts to walk.
I'm curious to see how it feels in my reaction compared to yours.
I'm used to, like, I feel like I have to sell it. Like, it really hurt. Like, I'm not trying to be a tough guy. That was extremely unpleasant. Oh man. Wow. Hey, how did the bottom of my feet look?
I mean, I'm not gonna.
It's not that good.
No, I mean it's they're holy.
Yeah. So when you do it on your back, I would actually rather see you do it with your back. Okay. Because when you lay down on your back and you do it for a good, like, say 5 minutes, and you get up, your back looks so sunburned, and with the little holes, it makes your back pink.
See, it didn't look. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's your feet, so how pink are they gonna get, right?
Right. And there's so many little holes. Your back literally looks like hamburger meat.
I could see that. That's kind of how your feet looked.
Yeah.
Yeah, just all those little holes. I just didn't want to. I don't know. People would be like, "Ew, feet," and click off.
Oh yeah.
You know. So I was like, I'm gonna save them.
Well, I think nowadays there might be more people that are like, "Oh, feet."
I still get people that click through on one of my videos on Spook You about don't hang your feet off the bed, and one of my tags is just feet.
That's
and I still
right.
get people that click on it. And I'm like, "What are you expecting?" Like,
that's so funny.
Like, I don't know what you were expecting.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, this has been
a blast.
Eventful. Yeah, super eventful. So,
we still need to throw together an outro. I'd like to be able to hit something.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That'll be my next one I work on.
You think it should be like a Blues Clues outro? Like,
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
And now it's time for goodbye.
Or so long?
Well, it is so long, but I'm not going to rip it. I don't want to get hit with copyright. And now it's time to fuck off. But we'll play one more song.
Little ditty. Nice.
Thanks for doing your part. You sure can fart.
Let's go.
Just kidding.
You have the butt who we've named Robert just playing like a little trumpet. I like it. That was sweet.
Thank you.
Well, I think that's good. Are you satisfied?
I am satisfied.
Good. That's my goal for these, is to please you.
Well, thank you.
So, well, thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. If you've made it this far and you have...
You made it.
You made it through a lot today.
Yeah.
Today was... So, I've been really excited to record. Like, last week, we only shot one, and we recorded one episode.
And I think that's the goal probably going forward. Now that we're ahead a couple of episodes, now if we get behind again, we can always record 2 in a day or something.
Yeah.
But just to stay, so that, like, even if it comes a week and we can't record for whatever reason, I think that's a good way to do it.
We've got 1 or 2 backups.
Yeah.
Or we've got a week or 2.
Mm-hmm. We got a cushion.
We've got a little cushion, a little buffer.
Yeah, a little cush.
A little cush. So... Yeah, but ever since last Tuesday, like we went from doing 2 down to 1.
Yeah.
And so I was hungry for that second one.
Yep.
So all week I've been looking so forward to recording.
And now it's here.
And it was so eventful. It was way better than I thought it could have been.
Mm-hmm.
And now I cannot wait till next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Which is the day we record. I cannot freaking wait. It has been a blast. So, any closing thoughts, or are we good?
The only closing thought I have is we're going to kick it over to other us pre-recorded us for this week's winner of the $5 gift card.
That's right.
Yep. So take it away, us. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to... We're not doing the CS podcast. This isn't welcome. This is just the giveaway.
It's just the giveaway. Salutations to no one.
Yeah, we've already salutated. I don't do mornings really well, okay? Leave me alone. I just walked in, woke Josh up, and was like, hey, bud, want to do the giveaway?
Yeah. Let's do it.
So we threw everything together, and here we are. So for this episode 7, we've got 3 entrants. We've got Liz, we've got Leo, who, shout out to Leo, you've entered 3 weeks in a row now, so fingers crossed, man, and Dev Kumar. So I'm going to go ahead and swap over here. Liz corresponds with number 1, Leo is number 2, Dev is number 3 for our random number generator. So I'm going to go ahead and show this to the camera so there's no cheating.
He's definitely hopeful that he's going to win this gift card.
It's a little different now with the ring light behind it. There it is. Number 2.
Is that Leo?
I believe so, yeah. Let me swap back over.
All right.
That is Leo at Luigi Leo M. So, Leo, your perseverance has paid off, and you are this week's $10 Amazon gift card because Golf, who was our last week's winner, didn't want it. He wanted to pay it forward, and he specifically asked if it could be donated to this week's prize pool so that it would be a $10 Amazon gift card. So Luigi, we'll be in contact with you tomorrow on how to get that to you. And everyone else, you'll see the pinned tweet for this episode. All you need to do is like it, retweet it, give us a follow, and you could be the next winner of a $5 Amazon gift card. We'll kick it back to us.
Booyah me.
And now that we're back from that, I guess we can go ahead and wrap things up.
Yeah, congratulations to our first ever winner. That's awesome. Our first ever winner of the $5 gift card.
It wouldn't be the first.
Wouldn't be the first?
Nah, because we did it on episode 5.
Okay.
I mean, considering where we're recording right now.
Again, like I said earlier, I will eventually get the hang of this week ahead.
So if you're not in the loop, we have announced that we are going to be giving away the $5 gift card this past Friday.
Right.
That shows you how far in advance we've recorded. So this is going to air like 3 weeks from the date that we record. Yeah.
Man.
I think so. If my math is right, that'll be episode 7. So episode 5 will drop this Friday, 6 next Friday. So yeah.
And if you don't know what we're talking about at all, then follow us on Twitter.
Yep.
And make sure to always like and retweet our pinned comment.
Our pinned episode.
Our pinned tweet.
Whatever the current episode is.
Do that.
You'll see it. We'll pin it.
And if you're following, then you'll be entered to win a $5 Amazon gift card.
That's correct. So congratulations to whoever won, because I'm not going to know right now.
We won't know for a couple weeks.
Yeah, we'll pull them. We pull them Thursday before we do the episode, and then drop them in post.
Sounds beautiful.
Yep.
All right. Well, until next time, we've been the Scottish Hush Puppy, and I've got some food to go eat.
And until then, my ghastly gang, stay spooky.